Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. You guys are probably wondering what I'm doing just standing here, but as you guys can see by the title, we are going to be cleaning, organizing, flipping around both of my girls' rooms. I've been wanting to do this for a while. They've actually been asking me to as well, especially my oldest, because as you guys know, she loves to read and her book collection is growing very quickly. I think I'm going to be doing this as a 2 or 3 part series because it's going to take me a while, and I mainly do this on my break or my day off. Which is not very long, and I only get 1 day off out of the week. So yeah, and I don't want to burn myself out trying to get this done, and I do want to take my time so the pieces that I end up ordering actually go well with the room. We're going to be working in both rooms at the same time, just going back and forth, because there's a piece in my little one's room that's going to be going in this room. There's a piece in my room that's going to go into my little one's room. So I'm going to be all over the place, but we're going to be, like I said, cleaning and organizing them both and decluttering them. There we go. Both of them, just things that they no longer use or need. You know, they're growing up, they're both teenagers, getting into new hobbies and things that they like. And yeah, and like I said, I need to order some pieces as well. And what else? I think that's about the thing. I think the last time you guys saw their rooms was in an update video for their rooms, I think. And then that's the last time I showed you guys their room. I like to give them their privacy, so I really don't go into the rooms very often, recording, unless like right now that we're going to do something and I ask them like, hey, I'm going to be recording. Are we good to go? They say yes. So yes, their rooms still look just like they did before, just lived in, because, they do sleep, eat, do work and stuff in their rooms. So yeah, they're not perfectly organized, but they're clean, which is the most important. They both tend to keep their rooms very tidy, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started because we have a lot of things to do with both of the rooms. So let's go ahead. Okay, everybody, welcome to my oldest daughter's room. She's actually turning 17 this year. Don't get me started because I get a little sad. And then my little one is actually turning 14 this year. So I am a mom of 2 teenagers, and teenagers, they tend to switch up a little bit of what they like. And me, I like to, make it very comfortable in what they're into at the moment. Just like us, we tend to switch what we like every now and then. At least I do, because my type of, home decor has definitely changed over the years, and that definitely goes, with the kids. So I want to, switch it up for them so they can enjoy their rooms even more than what they already do. My girls are very homebody like I am. They like being home. They don't mind if they're here all day, and they are homeschool. I think I've told you guys that before. So, making it functional for them since they're here most of the day is very important for me. So we're going to start in my oldest room, just because I need to measure this wall right here. We're going to be putting hopefully book shelves on both of the ends, one on that side and then one on this side. And then I'm hoping that her bed will fit perfectly right here in the middle, leaving us a little bit of space for side tables. At the moment, she only has one side table because her vanity is on the other side of her bed, and that would give her room for 2 little side tables. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. That's what the design in my head is at the moment. Both of the bookshelves will provide extra storage for her books, and then the side tables, she can, put anything else that she needs to store in both of the side tables. And I'm hoping I can find a side table that has like charging ports, so she's not trying to find the plugs down here, because with the bookshelves being on this wall, it's definitely going to hide those, and I really want something that she can use on the upper part of both of the side tables. But anyways, first thing we're going to do is remove all these pictures right here, because I really need to dust the wall and remove all of the greenery that she has on both sides, because that's where the bookshelves are going to go, and we're going to put them somewhere else after, we've moved some things around. I know for a fact that I'm not finishing it today, so I'm going to have to continue another day. But for the moment, this is the most important part that I want to get started measuring, and that way I can start looking for those side tables that I want for her room. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start cleaning.
the deal. I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams. You don't know the love. Oh, my baby girl. Yes, no, hurt me so good, baby. Oh, I'm so wrapped up in your love. Let me go. Let me breathe. Stay out my fantasy. When they're give me the thing, they're ready for really get to life. Tell them all about the things where you were fantasize. I know you dig the way me step, the way me make me stride. Follow your feeling, baby.
So I know I've showed you guys this before, but if you're new here, welcome. I love cleaning and organizing a lot too, so not just thrifting. But one thing I like to use for when I am dusting like big walls, especially like high walls that I can't reach, because in my living room I do have high ceilings and I cannot reach for the life of me. So I use this Swiffer duster, and I just buy these little dry floor, what do they call it? Cloths. There we go. At the Dollar Tree. They're only $1. There's 25 in the pack, and they actually are pretty good. Very decent, and for $1.25, you can't get better than that. And yeah, I would just stick it onto my little Swiffer, and away I go, you know, dusting all of these walls. This is definitely something I would do if I had to paint my walls. I would definitely be doing this, not only just taking off the dust, but also passing, you know, a wet cloth to make sure nothing is on here. But like I said, since I am, you know, moving things around, I really do like dusting the wall prior to putting anything else on it. And then I'll do the same thing to all of the other walls. Just like that, we're done. I'm just going to show you real quick so you guys can see. It picks up everything and it just stays right here. I love them. I can't recommend them enough. I'm going to give a second wipe down just to make sure it picked up everything, and then I'll start measuring the wall. Well, I guess this falling was a good thing, because I don't know if you guys can see inside, the batteries for some reason had like bust or were oxidizing or something. That's so weird. My daughter rarely uses these lights. We purchased them on Amazon and we like them. It has a little control. They stick up there with magnets, and yeah, but because she hasn't needed them, she hadn't, you know, changed out the batteries, and thankfully I knocked it over and we saw that. So otherwise we would have had no idea that was in there. I'm using my little wipey cloths because you guys know you're not supposed to touch that. But unfortunately, you know, I just happened to grab it really quick and didn't realize what it was. So too late for that. I will wash my hands even better in a minute. But since that fell off, it showed me how much dust was up here. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and take them all down and dust them all off, and then check them all, just to make sure none of the other ones are doing the same thing. Yeah. Oh, this one did it a little bit as well. Well, now I will know that she needs to check these, because I would hate for this to be something, you know, that would cause a fire. That would really scare me. So, oh wow. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean these really quick before we start measuring the wall. All right, so good thing I checked those lights, because they all had the same problem. I don't even know if they're going to work anymore, but I'm going to leave them for now because I don't have any more batteries. I actually have only enough for one, and they all need to have batteries. So you can try to turn them on. So I'll try that some other day. But for now, I need to measure this wall real quick. So here we have So 12 feet. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. So this is, I have my little book of whenever I'm going to work on a project, I tend to do like a little sketch before I even start the project. Sometimes I'll rip out papers, so that's why it's like falling apart. But let me look for an empty. I kind of have already sketched it out in my brain how I want her room to look a little bit. But those are just sketches I just tend to do in my brain, and I need to write it down real quick, so I'll just do an ugly sketch. So we said the wall is 12 feet. Okay, so I think the first one I'm going to do is actually move the current bookcase that she has currently in her room, and then I'll bring the other bookshelf a little bit later. So let's do that. I'm actually going to get rid of this. Nala does no longer use it, and with her arthritis, it's a really cute little sofa bed. If you want it, it is on Amazon. That's where I've seen it. It's from the brand Keat Pets. I think it's on Amazon. I purchased it on Facebook Marketplace, but I'm just going to sell it because, like I said, she doesn't use it. She prefers to just sleep on her little bed on the floor, and I think with her arthritis, going up and down on the bed tends to get to her. So I'm just gonna get rid of this one. I don't know if you can see right now, but this is her current bookshelf that she has. My little one has a bookshelf just like this in her room, and she doesn't read as much, but it's also too small for all of her Lego collection. So that's why I'm doing a little switcheroo around. So yeah, we have her quinceañera little box up here. Ooh. For any mamas who are having a quinceañera soon and just don't know how to, I ended up putting everything in what we call a shadow box. Is that what you would call it? A shadow box? I call it a shadow box. But I put all of her cute little thingies for her quinceañera in here. And this one I got it on a discount at Hobby Lobby because the top of the shadow box was broken. I'm actually going to my local window glass maker. That was heavy. So he can make a new one on top there for me, and then that will keep it completely sealed, and then it doesn't get very, very dusty. With Nala being in here, it tends to get very dusty, so we are constantly trying to keep it clean. And even with that, it still gets dusty. But anyways, that's a way I found to preserve, you know, all of her quinceañera stuff. And yeah, so let me continue cleaning.
In the corner of my room, I sit and dream out loud, thoughts drifting like a lazy cloud.
It's not scratching the floor, so I'm just going to continue to go very slow.
Tune me into the static, just let the rhythm flow.
Oh, and steady wins the race, I hope. Ooh.
Lost in the ebb and current, where worries float away.
I scared myself. Okay. Anything else? I'm gonna move this little guy a little bit back. Okay. Continue.
Painting skies, chasing constellations and mocha-colored eyes. Tune me into the static, just let the rhythm flow. Waves of calm and magic, watch the world go slow.
Okay, yeah, that's good, because it's not gonna intervene with this. We did it! One down, another one to go. Usually do not like moving like bed furniture when everything is on it, but I'm limited on time, and I really want to see, after I measure everything, how much room we have to play with. So I'm going to move the bed around like this. Wish me luck, guys. Oh, this is a big bed. So hopefully, ay Dios, I can do it. I know. Man down. This is what I didn't want. Okay, I'll fix it. I got to, right? I gotta fix it. Okay. Eli, cálmate. Okay. I'm gonna get help. I'll be right back. I'm out of breath. I apologize. But it did take us a few 30 minutes because this bed is really, really heavy. It's a queen size bed and I didn't want to take it apart, but me and my daughter were able to shuffle it with one minor incident of one of the legs falling off, but I'll figure out how to fix that a little bit later. So can we see the vision so far? Like I said, I need to go bring the other bookshelf over here and then measure how much I'll have a space between both sides of the bed and then look for those side tables later. But for now, I am liking what we got. And for now, I'm just going to leave it. It's a little messy, but yeah, that's all the time I have for today. But I will continue tomorrow and move the other shelf to this side so I can finish measuring. I'm going to kind of measure to kind of give myself a like más o menos, like I'm trying to think más o menos, kind of, there we go, a kind of estimate of what I'll have. So I'm going to measure this bookshelf, measure it on that side, and just put like little pieces of tape so I can kind of give myself an idea of the measurement for the side table. So hopefully I can find those and order them so they can come in and we can get this room finished up. And of course I have to, order all of that. But tomorrow I'm going to take apart my little one's bookshelf so we can bring it in here. Hey guys, welcome back. It's another day. I'm actually currently on my break right now. I'm on my 3-hour break, actually 2 hours now because I was sitting and eating earlier. But anyways, we are going to get started with this shelf. This is my little one's room, so welcome. So what I'm going to be doing in her room is I need a corner shelf or something that goes all the way down without any drawers. As you can see, she is fooling up this bookshelf. I couldn't remember bookshelf pretty fast, and I need something that's going to hold all of this stuff. So I have a few options. This bookshelf is going to be moving to Viviana's room. This is going to be the second bookshelf on her room. And then for Lisette's room, I'm thinking of putting a corner shelving unit or tearing apart the one that I currently have in my room. I know, Ellie, how are you going to do that? I have no idea how I'm going to do that. But my bookshelf in my room is way too big. My book collection personally is not that big, and I don't need that big of a bookshelf. So I have a love and hate relationship with it, and I've been looking at it, and I'm thinking maybe I can make 2 bookshelves out of that corner bookshelf. How am I going to do it? I don't know, but I'm going to try. But anyways, what we're going to do right now today is take all of this out of this and move it to Viviana's room because that's all I have time for, unfortunately. So that is what I want to do. That is what we're going to do. So let's start. How do you want me to hold it? Like this? Oh, nope, I just took his head off. Okay. I give you, you transport. I almost got killed. Did y'all see that? I'm just going to move them. She's going to transport so I don't break them because I just heard something fall. Oh no. I hope it didn't break, but something just fall. I think it was the ice cream. Did the ice cream fall out? I was like, I just heard something fall. Okay, careful. Okay.
My heart gets loud, but I stay weak. I laugh small when you're near, but I hide what you can't hear. I wish I could say how I feel, but soft love feels more real. I just smile, I just stay, but I think of you all day. If you only knew what's in my mind.
So it is in. It looks really good. I already ordered the side tables. I'm not showing you this side of the room because my daughter is literally on her bed working on stuff. But yeah, so it's in. I just got to fix it because it's a little wobbly. For some reason, this side, it's like super wobbly. And I do not have the fasteners to fasten it to the wall. So I'm just going to stick something underneath it, hopefully to keep it in place. so it doesn't move. So hopefully that works. I have to go to Home Depot and get those. But I ordered the side tables. I found some online, which I really, really like. And they're going to go perfectly with her. You can't see it right now because her vanity is kind of hiding with all this stuff that we moved. Perfect with her vanity. And hopefully, you know, they go well. I found it with the charging ports on the top. So I'm super happy about that. They will not be in here until like a week or two. That's the only problem, which I'm sad about, but it's okay. I know they're coming, so the space is available, and I found it a little bit smaller. The space right here is 18 inches, and the side tables are 15. So that gives me some, you know, wiggle and play room, so that is awesome. So yeah, so that is everything I get to do today, and I will continue another day because I have to get ready for work again. So, yes. All right, everybody, so I am done. This took me like 2 hours. I actually made two, the other one's on the other side, but I decided to film on this side because Nala is on the other side laying down. But here they are. They're not as tall as I would have wanted them. Oh my gosh, I was so worried about the width that I totally forgot about the height. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make them a little bit, you know, taller, but we like them. We like that the handles actually match one another, and we love that this one has design and this one doesn't. So, you know, they even each other out, and it also has the charging port on top like I wanted, so she's not trying to struggle to try to charge her cell phone at night. So that is perfect, just the height. So I'm just gonna have to figure something out for that. I think I have an idea, so we'll see if that works out. But other than that, it looks good. It's starting to come together, but I think this is where I'm going to end part one for now because I have a lot of other things I need to get together before we continue cleaning these rooms and organizing them. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I've been doing this for the past 2 hours, a little tired. For now, I have to order some things, so I will see you guys in part